guys, I'm back. Fish stew part 2. Okay, so now that my potatoes and onions and bacon actually boiling, I'm going to add my tomato paste. And I'm going to, with this, I don't never know measurements, but you want to make it where it takes and turn the water, of course, the light red color from the tomato paste. I don't like too much, but I don't like too little either. So I'm gonna just let this, put it in there tablespoons at a time. 2 tablespoon heapings is what I've done. Let's do 2.5. How about that? And let's see what we got. Be careful with stirring it because you don't want the potatoes to be too cooked to where they mush. Okay, these are still nice and firm, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So I'm stirring it up. Make myself dizzy, but I'm stirring it up. Y'all, I get dizzy easy. Very easily. Oh, I wish you could smell this bacon cooking in it. Whew, it smells so good. So good. I'm going to stir it a little more to make sure my tomato paste is dissolved. I think I want it to be a little bit more, just a little bit more red to it. I'm going to do another tablespoon. So that's like 3.5 tablespoon heapings. I call heapings those. It's not like measured out, but it's a little bit more. A chunk, a glob, so to speak. It's okay. Now, I think when we do it outside, when my family cook it outside, they add the fish last. Don't quote me on that. But now I'm going to add my fish. No, I'm not. I'm going to add my eggs when it starts back boiling because the fish is already done. So we don't have to be in a hurry to add the fish. But I am going to add some more salt. And this should be enough because I don't want to make it too salty. I can always add salt while I'm eating it. I always make more than what I can eat in one serving. I cannot, for some reason, cook a little bit. But my husband don't eat this. My boys, sometimes they're about eating it. But I love it. So I'll have some left over for tomorrow, or either I'll find somebody I can share a bowl or two with. And then I'm going to add some flakes of crushed red pepper. Not a lot. I got it on the wrong thing. That should be enough crushed red pepper. Maybe a teaspoon depending on how much you're cooking. But you don't need a lot. So the secret to cooking this, to make sure your eggs are good, is put your egg in a cup. Put your egg in a coffee cup. So I'm going to get my eggs right here. And I'm going to get my coffee cup, which I forgot. So sorry guys, I'll be right back. And because I love eggs, I'm going to put a lot of eggs. But you have to put the eggs in while it's a rolling boil like we have now. That's the only way they'll cook correctly. A little key to grabbing eggs, wet your hands a little bit. And that way you can grasp your egg better, cold eggs, when you're trying to take and crack them. 1 egg per coffee cup. So we're going to take the egg and get close as you can and just slide it in. Don't dump it like that, guys. Take it and get it close as you can and just slide it in. There's 2 eggs in. We'll get on this side. 3 eggs in. I'm probably going to do about 9 eggs to tell you the truth. Extra eggs never hurt anybody, in my opinion. And you make sure you don't have your eggshell in here, of course. But I crack eggs every day I go to work at my cupcake shop, so I'm almost like a professional egg cracker, so to speak. Okay, there's 6 eggs in. And because I own a cupcake shop, I actually, it's like I'm programmed for my measurements to do 3 eggs. Like I hate getting a carton of eggs and then doing an odd number like 2 eggs. I know 2 is an even number, but when you're a baker and your recipe mainly calls for 3 eggs, it's hard for you even when you get home. I know it's weird. You guys will understand if you were baking like that. But it's hard to do anything concerning eggs that's not in numbers of 3 at a time. And I'm making some tuna fish over here on the side for my husband. Now, once you put your eggs in, you do not want to stir all in it to break your eggs up. You want your eggs to cook. So I'm going to just take and rake so I can make sure everything is nice and incorporated. Raking like so. Just sliding my spoon side to side. Everything looks good. I got the urge to add more salt, believe it or not. I guess for my egg's sake. I'm going to add more black pepper. This is seasoned to taste for the most part. If you guys follow me on my other videos, you know I don't really do measurements. So, I'm going to dispose of my eggs I've cracked really quick. Put my other eggs in the fridge. So, now, I'm going to let that cook while I wipe this egg stuff off my stove. And this pot is jumping, literally. Stuff is jumping out of the pot. Now this I got going on back here with my eggs cooking. It's for my husband's tuna salad. So I'm going to go ahead and get those cracked. Ready for his tuna salad. Fixing 2 meals at one time tonight. Everything is fishy around here tonight. So, it's smelling good. It's doing what I needed to do. The amount of tomato paste seemed to be good. I'm satisfied with that. And you cannot eat fish stew. At least for my family, it's always been known we eat fish stew with saltine crackers, and we do Pepsi for our drink. Pepsi helps you burp. Pepsi complements this dish very well as your drink. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. It's almost done because it's slowing down. And you don't want your potatoes to cook to a mush. So in a second, I'm going to check my potatoes. And I'm going to add my fish. Because you want your fish to get nice and incorporated in there with your other stuff. So it'll be nice and hot. Just trying to get this last egg cracked for this tuna salad that I'm making over here on the side for my hubby's dinner. I hate shelling eggs. I hate shelling eggs. Sometimes they come out good, sometimes they don't, but I forgot my little hack of putting baking soda in the water. So these are kind of like hit or miss tonight. Okay, so my potato. Oh, it's smelling good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my fish in, guys. I think it's ready for my fish to go in. So I'm just gonna take these pieces and just drop them in. I've already cleaned it. Literally just to clean this in the can, you rinse them and you take the bone piece out the middle. And voila, you have clean fish. I don't know what kind of fish is used for the one my family fixed outside. My mom was the head cook of that. And when she passed, my sister, she knew how to do it, so she started fixing it. Whenever we do one outside, I guess she'll be the one to take over and do it. But yeah, not gonna talk about that because I don't want to cry. I've been having a very, very hard time for some reason this week, missing my mom, and it's only Tuesday. Well, from the weekend until this week, I've been really, 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 really missing my mom. So this cooking channel was named, inspired after her, Cooking with Her Spoon. So that brings me joy that I get to do something in her memory. Yep. She was the best cook in the world. Hands down. Hands down. Okay, guys. So, now that we have the fish in, I'm going to lightly stir it. See, it's jumping out of the pot, making a mess on my stove. You want to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly for the eggs to cook all the way through, the yellow part of the egg to cook all the way through. You see that? That is looking really good. Really good. Everything is boiling together. Look at that egg. Ooh, that's going to be good. That is going to be delicious. Do you hear me? But honestly, I'm looking at it. I think it might use a little bit more of my bacon grease. I have some in my little jar. Have some in my little jar. So I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning grease. There we go. I think I'm satisfied now. Once you cook it a few times, you'll know what it needs just by looking at it. You'll be able to know exactly what to do. You surely will. Like I know I look like I need some more black pepper in it. And it's jumping out in the pot literally, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Guys, this is done. This is done. And let me warn you, you might want to be careful when you eating because this will burn you. I burn my tongue. Every time I eat this, I burn my tongue. I burn my tongue every time. So I'm going to turn that off because it's making a mess on my stove. A mess. But anyway, guys, this is it. Part 2 of fish stew. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I had to do 2 parts, but it would have took way too long and I wouldn't have had nothing to do but sit here and you guys look at me wondering what is she doing. But let me know what you think. Don't forget, share the page, like the page please, subscribe, tell people about it, and more videos will be coming soon. Alright, bye-bye.